Morning, YouTubies. How's it going? All right, today I want to come on here and I want to thank so many of you. I'm working on getting through all the comments, but until I can I get worn out after doing responding back to a couple of comments. So it's going to take me a little time to get through answering everybody back because there's been so many of you. It's been like, wow, I've been amazed. And I appreciate all the outpouring of love that you guys have shown. Because this is seriously the hardest time I've ever had in my life, of losing my mama, my best friend. I'm doing a little bit better now emotionally than I have been. I've been taking things like really, really hard because, like I said, I've lost my mama, I've lost my best friend, I've lost my ride or die. Man, she was an amazing woman. I brought something to show you guys. Anytime that we drove by our insurance agent's house, all these little purple flowers are on the hillside underneath. His goat pens are on the top of the hill, and then these grow on the hillside down below. They kind of smell almost like lilacs. Yeah, I was thinking lavender or lilacs. So I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, lilacs. They remind me sort of like lilacs. But Mama, I never knew about this until we moved in with Mom and Dad. So anytime around this time of year, she's seeing these, she's always telling me about Grandma's flowers. Grandma's flowers. Grandma's flowers. I'm like, what? What's Grandma's flowers? So I had to find out from her because this intrigued me. Well, I can find out it was these little flowers. When she was a kid, when she was like really small, her and her cousins, they always called these Grandma's flowers because they didn't know what else to call them. They didn't and don't know the actual name of them. Even I don't know yet. I've got to find out. But nonetheless, to me, this will always be Grandma's flowers. I'm stammering. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I guess my great grandmother, she had chickens and I think other livestock too. I'm not for sure, but I know she had at least chickens. So always that manure would flow down when it rained and cover the hillside. Well, that's where all the purple flowers grew. I mean, it was like lots of them. Almost like when you see pictures, I guess, of meadows. I guess the way Mom described it is made her think of something like that. So since they didn't know what they're called, Grandma's flowers. And for me, that will always stick. She loved these flowers. I think if things go as planned, I think Sunday we are going to have a memorial service for Mama. I'm surprised that Daddy didn't have an actual funeral, which are so expensive. I mean, if he wanted to do that, I would have agreed, but I would have, gone along with, even though we're going to be struggling for money here soon. But at least that way the expense was less. But also we can still, Dad's planning on having her memorial service at the church where she had her stroke. And where they, in my opinion, gave her angel flight. Gave her an angel flight to the hospital where she had a layover. And then she went to heaven. That's why I'm looking at it. I've been doing better emotionally, but now I'm starting to worry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I need to stop saying I'm sorry for everything. I still get a little bit emotional here and there when I see certain things around the house that remind me of her, or I hear certain songs and, you know, things like that. I'll probably always be this way when seeing certain things and hearing certain things. But I feel like I'm doing better than I was emotionally, because I was getting myself so upset that it was making me physically sick and is affecting my skin picking. I've been trying my hardest to get my skin picking under control the last couple of years, which that's because of stress as well. I'm on medication now to take care of it, but I still have the issue, and particularly when I'm stressed, which this week has been mega buttload stress. And because of it, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like I had chemicals running through my body, you know, like, I don't know if it was adrenaline or if it was cortisone or both or something else. And it was causing welts to come up on my skin. And then, of course, it'd be a burning, itching feeling. And I'd start scratching and making everything worse. So because of that and other things that was going on, you know, I knew I was physically making myself sick. And Mama would not want me to get myself in that much of a state where I'm making myself sick. So I started trying to rewire my brain to where I think of Mom's life as being, you know, this, like the seasons, and her death being her winter, and also her life being like a book, and this being the last chapter of her life. But also, even at home, I was having a hard time with everything, because it's like everything I seen, it reminded me of her. Still does. I even actually twice set a place for the table out of habit. Just technically, there's nothing wrong with that. But it was make me emotional, and I'd start breaking down. So I've rewired my brain and have started thinking of her as she's just in town. She's gone shopping. She'll be home later. Or she's just, you know, gone fishing with Daddy. Something like that. You know, that way I think of her as being out and she's going to come back. That's made it easier for me to transition, because I was having such a hard time and such anxiety and depression. I'm having horrible depression. I'm actually having such a hard time. I've actually been considering maybe temporarily going back on my depression and anxiety meds that I've been off of the last couple of years. I still have the pills around in case. I really don't want to go back on them. They are so strong, and they make me feel like I don't feel anything. And I want to feel things, even if it is hard. I want to be able to feel things and process things the way I need to, instead of numbing out. So I'm trying to resist on doing that. I'm trying to do like my therapist has taught me how to do. I was doing the deep breathing exercises, my affirmations, visualizations, things like that, to help me keep myself calm and my emotions and my body chemistry in order, so I don't have to start breaking out again or anything. But so that's my plan A. I should say. Plan B, if I can't control things is to temporarily go back on the meds. I'm going to talk to my therapist Monday, which is going to be my new therapist. My old therapist, he found a new job, so he's moved on. So I've got a new therapist now. But I'm going to talk to the therapist about everything before I officially make any decision. I think I've already made a decision, to be honest, to try not to get back on the meds. I can keep from it. The other thing was, the other day I was having such a hard time with all this before I came to all this realization and, trying to change my thought process. Before that, I was actually, seriously, not even joking, wishing I had Alzheimer's just so I could forget, so I wouldn't feel. And I know that's not a good thing either. I know that people really suffer with Alzheimer's. So I wasn't meaning it in a... I wasn't meaning it in a joking sort of way. I wasn't meaning it in a disrespectful sort of way. When I thought that, I was meaning it as in, I just didn't want to feel the way I was feeling. Because, like I said, this has been the hardest thing I've ever dealt with. I've had family die before, and I've taken it hard. But I've never been as close to anyone else as I have with my mama. She was my best friend. I feel like I could talk to her almost about anything. Not quite. There's a few things that I couldn't, because like when I was younger, I drank a little bit here and there. Actually, I still have margaritas occasionally. I couldn't tell her about any of that kind of stuff. Different things like that. Because, yeah, I'm going to get myself in so much trouble. Even the age I am, I'd be getting myself in so much trouble with Mama. But most everything I could tell her. So, yeah, when we have the memorial service, I plan to have one of her best pictures up on the table. And I'm making a picture slide of all, a lot of the pictures that I've taken of her over the years. Because I love photography and I love getting those little candid moments of her. I got one of her hugging one of our chickens. I got one of, well, actually many of her holding and cuddling our cat Snuggles before Snuggles died. Holding Diana. I got the little video of her trying the strawberry kefir milk, basically the sour milk, and the little look on her face. Oh my God, it was just so priceless. I watched it like 10 times the other day, over and over, because it's just so funny and cute. Of how after she took the sip, she wrinkled her nose and because she didn't like it, and then looked up at you like what do you do to this? It's like, I didn't do anything to it. That's how it's made. Oh my God, that still cracks me up. Oh. And because that was one thing I let her try it, because anytime I ever had something new, she wanted to try. She was my little guinea pig. I'm gonna miss my little guinea pig. Oh, man. Didn't intend to tear up, but I'm not apologizing for it anymore. I've had some people lately give me grief about being cringy because of my crying or thing. You know what? on our channel, on my channel, I tend to try to keep things real. I'm honest about everything that goes on in our lives. I mean, even I'm finally admitting to myself that some people are right about what they said. Just they could have worded things a lot better instead of being an ass. But so I not only try to be honest with you guys, I'm finally trying to start being honest with myself about a lot of things. So if somebody is not liking because I'm crying or, you know, things like that, or even things I talk about, go float yourself. My channel is about being honest, being real, and no BS. I cannot be like some channels that I've heard about in the news and such, or even from other YouTube channels, about how they're so fake. They make their lives look like they're perfect when they're not. They lie to their subscribers and viewers. Some of them steal from their subscribers and viewers. All those things I cannot do. I will not do. I respect you guys. Well, the ones that are respectful, not the trolls. I respect you guys too much to be like that. I just cannot fathom being that way. So if some people are offended about how things are real, that maybe I'm not the prettiest, maybe my hair's a mess because it doesn't want to cooperate. When I was younger, it cooperated a little bit better than it does now, but still, if they want to be offended because I wear t-shirts, and occasionally I'll admit they are wrinkled and stuff like that, I'm trying to do better on things. But all these things, if they're so offended, then hey, come to Warsaw. Give me a makeover. Kidding. But I don't really need a makeover. I just want to be myself. With however that is, with my many flaws. I am working on making improvements in some of those flaws, but you know, come on. But the point of this particular video is I miss my mama, but at the moment I am doing better. Oh, I was telling about how I was making a picture slide. How did I get off on all that? Jeez. See what I mean? I'm trying to get through to Anthony. After all these years, I'm still trying to get through to him. He thinks I don't listen and all this kind of stuff. It's like, I do listen. It just, my brain is always going in 50 million different directions. So I listen and I hear things. It just, my brain doesn't always file things in the way it should in chronological order because it's got all this other stuff going on at the same time. So that's how my brain always works. Good old ADHD. It's got its advantages because, especially when kind of trying to brainstorm ideas and stuff, but when it comes to other things, it's a pain in the butt. But anywho, God, so far off track. I'm trying to create a picture slide of my mama and have it on my computer playing at the memorial service, and have some Spotify music that makes me think of her. Go Rest High on the Mountain by Ricky Skaggs. What Does It Look Like in Heaven by Danny and Lizzie. There's a whole bunch of others. still going to try to keep up with my videos like I have been. I struggling a little bit. I had to force myself to even sit down and do this video today, and as well as a couple others. That one, I was addressing the trolls, but I need to continue to be productive, you know, have something to do with my mind and everything. So try to keep up with things. Rewiring my brain to think differently on these couple of different things, that has helped so much, because otherwise I'd be just like the last video, I'd be a bawling mess all over again. So, and I know that does get cringy. I just try and control it. I know I can't control everything in my life, but anywho, oh yeah, that's one thing. I gotta go by Walmart after a while on the way home. And I think it's done with dialysis, so I pick up a vase so I can have a vase full of flowers for Mama and her memorial service. I've already got permission from the Mama's insurance man. He said I could pick as many as I want. So I think I'm going to take these ones once I get home and put them between some books and press them. I don't know if you can see that real well or not. They actually make me think of violet flowers. Not violet. Last couple of days I have been having a horrible time with my brain. Lilac. Oh my gosh. It's my favorite flower. And I couldn't even think of it just now. Oh my God. But yeah, it makes me think of lilacs. Violets are pretty too, but lilacs is my favorite flowers. I love how they smell. Lilacs and then peonies. Oh no, you see. Lilacs, honeysuckle, then peonies are my 3 favorite flowers. And of course, dandelions. I know a lot of people think, what? Dandelions? Yes, dandelions are one of my favorite flowers too. Because how they are so strong, they can grow practically anywhere. A lot of people think they're just a weed, but no, they are so useful and beneficial for your health. And they're actually tasty to eat and stuff too, if you fix them right. I learned the hard way years ago. Do not just pick and wash and eat dandelion leaves. Those are so bitter. Oh my God. I found out the hard way that you're supposed to blanch them. I think, yeah, in hot water. Blanch them in hot water for just a little bit. Then, you know, I can't remember the rest of the way you're supposed to fix it. I haven't done it in years, so I don't remember. But yeah. And yes, this is sitting in Pepsi from Taco Bell, because it's the only thing I had that was liquidy on the drive up here. So, anywho, I'm going to catch you guys again later. And again, I want to thank everybody for the outpouring of well wishes, and you guys are amazing. I know there's some trolls out there that are toxic and nasty, but there's so many more of you that are just amazing people out there. And I wish I could meet all of you and give all of you a hug. The trolls, their opinions mean nothing. It's the people that come on here that are subscribers and even just random viewers that have sent me well wishes and or even prayers for when my mama was still in the hospital. They have really shown me that there are still good people out there. Prior to this, I got where I think, I hate people. I prefer animals, which I still do. No offense. I still prefer animals. I love animals. But through all of this, you guys have given me new hope in humanity. So thank you. I appreciate you. I would give a hug on here, but I've seen videos of that, and sometimes it looks kind of cringy on that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say I wish I could give you guys, each and every one of you, a hug. So thank you. And I'm going to scoop before I actually say thank you again. So, bye-bye.